Munch Club TV, we're back again. Hey, we're back out in Munch Club TV. My name is Nash, and I'm here with another culture-shaping interview. I'm here with founder and CEO of KELECHI OKAFOR Studios, the irrepressible, magnificent KELECHI OKAFOR. How are you, man?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
I'm super gassed to have you here. Thank you for coming. Right, so we are going to cook it up. How are you in the kitchen?
I'm alright. I'm doing bits.
Doing bits. Okay, so we're going to do bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Today, you've asked specifically for a seafood risotto.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do. So we've got some king prawns. I've also got some asparagus here. Got some shallots, garlic. We'll add some lemon in there just to freshen it up.
Nice.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So you're going to be on stirring duty.
Okay.
That's you. I'm going to put this on a medium heat with some olive oil.
Yeah.
And we'll get into it. I'm going to ask you. I'm just going to wax up in.
Okay. All right. Just let me know when to.
Just
give me a bit of that. I'm ready.
I want to ask you, you do loads of different classes. Specifically what I've seen is like the pole dancing classes and the twerk classes, and like dance classes as a way of fitness. How did you get into that?
I've always danced, so to me it is what it is. You know, I've been doing that. So I was born in Nigeria, in Lagos, and I was dancing from when I was young, and then I came here when I was 5 to England, and I just never really stopped. I've just been doing that. Do you want me to stay there?
Yeah, if you could.
Yeah. So so I've always been around dancing, and working as a personal trainer, I decided to, you know, I've been going to the gym for a while, and I just wanted something different. So I thought, okay, I'll go and learn pole dance, and it was just great. I took to it, and then I kind of zoomed through the levels, and they said, oh, would you like to teach beginners? I said, why not? I auditioned to teach beginners, and then they said, oh, do you happen to twerk? And I started teaching twerk for them as well, but I noticed that what they were doing was much more different to what I was doing, so I just tried to incorporate that into it.
So how does that, because how does that conversation come up? So when did it become a thing for like twerk to be taught in classes? Was that always been a thing?
No, I don't think so. I definitely think that it came around when certain girls decided to start convulsing on stage at VMAs and things like that, and people thought, wow, you know, we could make money off this. Why don't we teach people how to convulse like this, like this person? And you know, pole dance studios definitely took to it, and they wanted to do more with it. But what they were doing, like I said, was very mainstream, was very whitewashed, and I just thought we could do this a bit differently. We could, I'm sure in places like America, in America, I'm sure there were black studios already teaching things like this, but maybe they were teaching it by another name. Yeah, for sure. Yes, but it definitely became more mainstreame with the convulsing blonde girl.
No names.
Yeah, she who shall not name.
Yeah, so we're not going to bring that name into this kitchen.
No,
that's fine.
It's banned.
I'm just going to wax in some garlic.
Yes,
as well.
I love garlic.
You love garlic?
Yeah.
Good. So we've got a couple of cloves of garlic there. So, how long have you been doing it for now?
So I've been teaching for about 3 years. Had my own studio for 1. So I started in Clapton, and from there opened a studio in Peckham and closed the Clapton one. So yeah, it's been for a while now, but it's been amazing. It's gone so quickly. Sometimes I like mess up the dates.
I feel like it's second studio, so you've moved on to a bigger studio.
Yeah, moved on to a bigger studio now. So opened the first one, the initial one in Clapton, and then after a year, thought I need a bigger space, and so ended up closing the Clapton one and then opening one in.
And that was partially funded through like a GoFundMe?
Yeah, crowdfunding campaign, GoFundMe. And so the first time actually when I was opening the Clapton one, you know, people supported me for that one. I didn't reach my target then, but you know, I had a lot of great support. And then this time I thought, oh, well, I've got to open a bigger space. I've already saved money, but I'm going to need a bit more. I didn't actually say how much I needed. I didn't tell the truth, basically. I said, oh, my goal is £3,000 when I actually needed £5,000.
Okay.
But people still donated £5,000, and I raised that in 6 days. Well, people helped me raise that in 6 days,
That must be amazing, having that kind of support from like the community and the people that you don't even know.
That's it. That's it. The fact that people cared that much, they wanted to see me win that much, that they don't know me from anywhere, they've never met me, you know, a lot of these people, and they said, you know what, I'm gonna help her, I'm gonna support her. And they did, and now the studio's there, and so when you come into the studio, there's a wall and it's got the names of everyone who donated, and that, it just meant so much to me.
That's amazing, man. And I think it's so cool to see. I think, like you said, like for me, obviously, like I'm a guy, and these are things that I'm only kind of coming across through like social media. But to see like a space where you've got like black women teaching something like teaching something like PRAWN in a space where they can feel like comfortable to do that. I suppose that's quite important to the people in the studio.
Very. I find that most of the people who come to my studio are black women, and that means so much to me, because I'm not out there giving it this clarion cry that you know, I'm only here for black women, but they understand, because a lot of them have been with me through this journey, and even if they haven't, they've seen that, wow, there's a studio and we're doing all of this, and I want to go there. I want to go there because there's this studio. So that means a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what we're doing here is just whacking in the risotto rice, like a bit more. And what we need to do is just cook this, you know, so just get that all properly mixed up, get that in there, and then we're whacking some white wine.
Yes, the wine.
White. So because I'm a reprobate, I buy a whole bottle of wine, I drink it, so I just get the small ones. So what you need is about a glass of wine, and what you want to do is heat that through, and you want the rice and the wine to just kind of like infuse a little bit, essentially. And then once that's all evaporated, we're whacking our stock, and then I've got some quick fire questions.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Right, let's get into it. So we can see that's all dissolved now.
Yes.
In with the fish stock. So what we're going to do is just cover.
Cover?
Oh no, yeah. So step.
Okay. Sorry. Just taking over my stuff.
So yeah, just get that one. I want it to just cover the risotto rice, and then we just need to carry on stirring it. So you just need to basically, you're going to be stirring. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, because we're now in a stage where we're just going to be stirring risotto. So I give some quick fire questions for your thoughts on certain things. Okay?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Because you are on Twitter, you're probably one of my favourite people.
Yay!
On Twitter. I know if it's kicking off somewhere,
I'll be there.
You're there, front and centre.
Ready to go.
You're always ready to go. You are like Will Smith. So I'm going to give you a couple of things, and we're just going to go your opinions on them. Okay?
Okay, ready. I'm ready.
Okay. First one. Men are trash.
Men are trash. Men with capital M are trash. Individual men, there are some good guys, but men with a capital M, yes, they're trash. And I struggle with why other guys don't understand this. There's no one saying you specifically, but the fact that you're crying over it, it is you specifically.
So any advice for guys out there who are oppressed by men are trash?
Take some time, breathe in, breathe out. Drink some water, hydrate yourself, and then go back to that message and think, what have I done to be complicit in this narrative? If you genuinely feel like you've done nothing, then close your mouth, carry on drinking or whatever, just do something else. But if you notice that maybe I might have done that in the past, I might have done that, learn from it.
Colorism and how that affects dark-skinned girls.
Okay, so colorism. So here we go. So we can agree that racism exists. Well, most of us can agree. There are people who don't season their food, who don't want to believe that racism exists. That's fine. But we can generally agree that racism does exist. Now, why would you then struggle to understand that within that racist structure, it means that the closer you are to the thing that's superior, the better your life will be. So definitely then, the lighter you are, the better essentially your life will be in comparison to those who are further away from those superior people. I think that's the simplest way to explain colorism, because oftentimes I find that sometimes light-skinned girls, and I love you all very, very much, will be like, I don't feel, not that all of you light-skinned girls are like that, I don't feel like I have any special privileges. Well, you might not feel like you do, but you do, because that's the same way Becky will turn around and go, I don't feel like I have any special privileges. You all have it. Privilege isn't something necessarily that you can eat or you can drink, but you definitely have it. It's It's there, it's palpable, it's tangible. Behave yourself.
I want your opinion
Yes.
on sex shaming.
So dry. Why don't you moisturize your penis? Moisturize your penis and mind your business. I feel like, generally speaking, I haven't done the research, but I would really like to fund, commission scientific research to be done in the correlation, as to the correlation of the ashy penises and ashy comments and ashy views on women and their bodies.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to me. I feel that in shaming women, so they run away from their sexuality, you're trying to take away a major part of their power. Because for all of us, a lot of our power lies in our sexuality, our sensuality. It's our deepest self, you know, and women need to be able to access that. But what's been done throughout the ages is to tell women that, no, don't do that. Because for women to be self-actualized, for women to have autonomy over their bodies, is something that it seems like a lot of men struggle to understand. And therefore, if a lot of men are empowered within our society, then society struggles to understand that women can do what the hell they like with their bodies, as long, even I want to say, even as long as they're safe, and even if you choose not to be, that's your business, but just do what you want to do. Men are allowed to do whatever the hell they want with their bodies all of the time.
And it's actually celebrated.
Right, we don't have a vote on whether men should X, Y, Z, but we can have a vote on whether women should be allowed abortions. What we're all getting together to say what a woman can do with her own body. I just find it really, really wild. It's wild.
I might come back and just like do some more. We're going to carry on staring these, and what we're going to do is make sure it's covered, and we're going to whack some prawns in, and the asparagus tips, some cheese.
Oh yes.
It's going off. It's going down.
Ready.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there. A bit more stock.
Oh shit!
I told you.
Sorry.
I told you.
Sorry, it's the vigorous stirring.
Okay. I don't want you. I know you're going out after. Questions, answers. The state of America at the moment.
Trash. Trash. I feel really bad for America, but at the same time, I think that you get what you pay for.
So what have they paid for?
Trump.
Okay.
Trump. He paid essentially for the White House, and they are paying for him because of their values and their inability, their unwillingness to change. And that's why they now have this trash orange human being with candy floss hair. Candy floss is nice. I think
candy floss is actually quite nice.
Just straw-like demeanor.
Straw-like demeanor.
The best way to describe him. Trash person.
Trash.
But I just feel bad for America. But I think that, you know what, it's essential. It's essential. This needs to happen. Because for there to be great change, you know, people have to actually see that there's a problem. And now America's eyes are open to the fact that there is a major problem.
For sure. It's just like, what do you think, like the whole like take a knee kind of device that's kind of happening at the moment? Because you think that it should be okay to protest against police brutality, but
no, it's not, because the people dying from police brutality are black people. So how dare you? I mean, how dare you came and you built this country, like we stole you from your continent and you came and built this country, and then now you want rights. I want rights. I want to be treated like a human. I don't want to be killed by police. Wow, it's wild.
Okay, one final thing. Let's get off the quick fire. What I do want to discuss with you, you've got a play coming out.
Yes.
So talk to us about it.
So I'm directing a play and starring in it. It's called Bottle Up and Explode. It's written by Kalia Bakosi. It's been adapted by me to kind of fit purpose of what we're doing. And it's on 27th. It's on stage 27th and 28th of October at the Courtyard Theatre in Hoxton. And I'm just really, really excited about it because I haven't acted in anything for a while in terms of stage and stuff. More, talk less of actually directing it and acting in it at the same time. So it's a lot. I've given myself a lot this season.
So what drew you to that particular project?
I did the play previously in 2012. And so the writer said she'd like to stage it again, and I thought, okay, I'll come on board and do my original role. And then I ended up agreeing to direct it as well. And then it just became rather full on because then I then ended up casting for it. So I've done a lot of the producing of the play as well. But that tends to be like the thing with me. I come on board to just sit in the back and just kind of go with the flow. And then I ended up steering.
All of it.
Yeah, eventually I just ended up like taking control of it. But it's definitely taught me that next time it's either act or direct. Don't try and do all of it while getting a new studio off the ground.
Yeah,
and
I can imagine that.
Dragging people on Twitter. It's too much.
If you do a lot of dragging people on Twitter, how has that affected you? Does that ever affect you professionally?
Well, my agent did say to me, oh, you know, you do draw a lot of negativity to yourself, and you know, you should be careful about that. Try not to draw negativity to yourself. And sometimes trolls have been known to message him and say, oh, I'm going to blow up your agency. How dare you have someone?
Wow, really?
Yeah, how dare you have someone who's racist against white people or who thinks all white people are racist? So I think that's hard for him. But at the same time, I can't stop doing what I'm doing. One, and even if I could stop, I wouldn't stop. Because I enjoy it. I enjoy drawing light to the fact that, hey, black people need to be treated like equal humans. And hey, black women need to be reflected in society in the best possible way.
So I'm just gonna grate my little cheese pouch.
Nice.
I've got some lovely parmesan here.
Nice.
I'm just gonna.
Oh yes.
I'm just gonna grate some parmesan into this. What's the best thing that you cook?
Oh, probably fried chicken.
Wow. Okay.
So I call it Collection of fried chicken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? That's awesome.
I feel like you'd be doing most of the cooking, so I'm just like, let me see what we're going to make together.
I just get people on to do the cooking.
Oh.
What's fine? We'll do another one.
We have to do another one. And yeah, then I'll make Collection of fried chicken.
So what's in that?
It's just a combination of the seasoning that I put in the flour.
Yeah.
While I'm making it, and how I season.
Oh, is that secret?
Yeah.
How do you know? You're not giving it away. So, just a combination of spices.
But I think one of the main things is tarragon. I think that's missing a lot of times when people season chicken as well. Tarragon. So I use that, and also when I'm getting the wings or whatever I'm using prepared, the chicken I'm using prepared, I soak it in coconut milk that's been that I've squeezed some lemon juice into.
So instead of like buttermilk.
Yes. So we still get that same fattiness, that same moist, kind of moist texture, but you know, it's with that instead.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's nice.
That sounds awesome.
Look at the risotto!
You ready for risotto? Yes. Right, let's plate this up and then taste it.
Yes. I'm ready.